Sarani Fatima, are
In-
you there?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, Beta. Tell me what is deforestation and then we'll move ahead, okay? After a quick revision.
Deforestation means cutting of trees and for our use. We take that word.
Deforestation
Mentioned
means
below.
cutting trees. Can you tell me the causes of deforestation? One is cutting down trees for our own selfish need. Another cause of deforestation we have already
Making
discussed. And
furniture are used as wood as
Forest
fuel.
fires.
okay, very
Forest
good.
making furniture.
Yes, very good. I heard you better. What about
Forest
next?
fires and droughts.
Building houses and
Forest
factories.
fires, very good. Who said forest fires?
Drought.
I, Saran Fatima.
Sarani Fatima, great. Next. Okay, let me know the consequences of deforestation. Tell me the consequences of deforestation.
Can I say, ma'am?
It increased the
Yes.
temperature and pollution on Earth.
Okay, very good. Then,
First is increases the
Level,
temperature and pollution. Second is carbon dioxide, increases carbon dioxide.
very
Third
good.
is groundwater level gets decreased. Then
Very
fourth
good.
is it disturbs the balance in nature.
Yes. Then, what else? Disturbs the
Then it
balance in
also
nature.
stops rainfall
Also,
and fertility of soil will decrease.
yes. Now, can you tell me what is soil erosion? We had discussed it earlier, yes? Yes or no?
yes.
Yes. What is the
Um,
soil erosion?
when the flood is occurs from the
Hmm.
forest side, if there will no trees, then the first layer of soil, which is very much fertile, will disappear.
Very good, very good. Then, what is the
Then
meaning
the
of
other,
humus? Okay, go ahead. Okay, okay, yes. Continue. Sorry to interrupt you. Continue, beta.
other layer which comes up, and then it will also be disappeared by flood if there will be no trees on forest.
Very good. Yes. And that will lead to what?
Mm,
What will happen if the first and second layer of soil is washed away and it leads to what? There is a specific term for it, right? We had discussed it using different colors if you remember.
yes,
Yes, I remembered the land gets converted into desert and it is said
Very
there's
desertification.
good. Yes,
desert.
very good, beta. It is called desertification. Now, can you tell me what is humus? There is a word.
Sorry,
There is a word here. Humus. What is humus?
humus is the organic matter of dead plants and animals.
Very good. Just a minute, huh, beta. Give me a second, okay? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I will admit admit करत आम्ही तुझ्या. पण लिंक आहे नाही का તમારી પાસે? ओके. लिंक शेअर करू? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's move on to activity 7.2 and let me know who wants to read.
Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am.
Not yet.
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am,
Yes,
can I
beta.
read?
Yes, yes.
Activity 2. Animal life is also affected by deforestation. How? List the points and discuss them in your class. 7.3 Conservation of Forest and Wildlife. Having become aware of the effects deforestation, Paheli and Bujo are worried. They go the professor Ahad and ask him how
Ahmed,
forest the
beta.
wildlife can be saved.
Okay. Can you tell me how animal life is affected by deforestation? I'm giving you chance for discussion in your class. You guys can unmute your mics and let me know, okay? How is animal life affected by deforestation?
Can I say
Think
one
of
reason?
something. Yes.
Because for
Let me know your
animals,
name, beta.
forest is their home. I'm sorry,
Very
Fatima.
good.
Forest
Okay,
is
yes,
home
Sarani
and
Fatima. And forest
because
for
for
some
animals,
animals, forest is home. And
yes, so if we cut forests, it will be like we took their home.
very good. What else is going to happen? Anything else? Your point was correct, Sarani Fatima. Very good. Anything else you want to say about it?
And in fact, many herbivores eat plants and grass.
Hmm. Herbivores eat plants and grass. So what about it? Yes. Anybody else? Only Sarani Fatima is present in the class.
Having become aware to effects.
What? I could not hear you, beta. What else is going to happen? If urbanization is increasing day by day, we are cutting down forests, where will the animals go who live in the forest? Then what happens? The wild animals that belong to the forest start coming in nearby villages and they start killing the animals, the domestic animals which are giving us milk and other milk products, right? So that's how it is. That is also one of the side effect of deforestation. They start killing people in the villages. They start killing the cows, buffaloes and goats, right? If you take their home away, then they will start coming and disturbing us, right or not? How we are going to conserve forest and wildlife? Please start reading. Sarani Fatima, you were reading this?
Ma'am, can I?
What's her name?
Ma'am, can I read?
Chiretia Maria.
I could hear Mariam. Who else wants to read?
Dayani Mohaddisa.
Okay, Modes, I'll let you read after Mariam does. Okay, Mariam, start reading.
7.3 Conservations of Forest and Wildlife. Having become
Cons-
aware of the effects of deforestation, Paheli and Bujo are worried. They go to Professor Ahmad and ask him how forest and wildlife can be saved.
now Paheli and Bujo knows that what are the side effects of deforestation, so they are worried and they want to conserve wildlife and forest. Okay, so they went to Professor Ahmed and they are asking that how can we do that. So Professor Ahmed is then guiding them towards it. Okay, read ahead. Read beta. Mariam, Mariam, continue reading. Mohdisa, you want to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Professor Ahmed organizes a visit to a biosphere reserve for Paheli, Bujo, and their classmates. He selects a place named
Selects a
Pachmari
place named
Biosphere Reserve.
Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve.
Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. He knows that the plants and animals found here are similarly to those of the upper Himalayan peaks and to those belonging to lower Western Ghats. Professor Ahmed believes that the biodiversity found here is unique. He requests Madhavji, a forest employee, to guide the children inside the Biosphere Reserve. He explained that preserving areas of such biological importance make them a part of our national heritage.
Yes, go ahead.
Madhavji explains to the children that apart from our personal efforts and efforts of the society, government to protect our flora and fauna and
Government agencies also take care.
agencies also
Government
take
agencies
forest government
and
agencies also take care of the forests and animals. The government lays down rules, methods, and policies to protect and conserve them. Wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserves, etc. are protected areas for conservation of plants and animals present in that area.
okay. So what does Professor Ahmed do? What does he do? He takes Paheli, Bujo and their classmates to a biosphere reserve. The place is known as Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay. He knows that the plants and animals found here were similar to the upper Himalayan peaks. The plants and animals found in the upper Himalayan peaks are also present in the Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, and to those who belong to the lower Western Ghats, and the flora and fauna which is present in the lower Western Ghats are some of them are also there in Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. So he wants to educate them about these animals and plants. So what does he do? He thinks that the biodiversity found there is very unique. Now, what is biodiversity? What is biodiversity? Bio means living organisms, and diversity means variety. What does biodiversity mean? Bio means living organisms,
Living
and
organisms,
diversity means variety.
where
Okay, variety. So, there is a lot of variety of plants and animals. We need to learn about each of them separately. Okay, so what does he do? He requests a forest employee, that is Madhavji, and he asks him to guide the children inside the Biosphere Reserve. He wants the children to be educated about the flora and fauna in the Biosphere Reserve. Okay. And then he is explaining that how can we preserve such areas, because we need to preserve it and we need to make restricted areas in that reserve, because if the people start coming inside they will be disturbing the flora and fauna of that area, so it is restricted. Okay, what is restriction? People are not allowed to go inside, that is called restriction. He explains that preserving areas of such biological importance make them a part of our national heritage. We need to preserve this area. What is preserving? Taking care of it so that it longs for a long time. That is called preservation. Now, Madhavji is explaining children that apart from our personal efforts, they are taking care of this biosphere reserve themselves, and also government is also setting some rules so that the biosphere is preserved. Okay, so government lays down rules, methods and policies to protect and conserve them, to protect these areas, to protect the animals who live in that area, to protect the plants and bushes and herbs which are present in that area. Other than that, wildlife sanctuaries, national park and biosphere reserves are protected areas for conservation. We are taking care of our biodiversity. Okay, what is biodiversity? Variety in living organisms, that includes plants and animals also. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
understood?
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
is up for
Yes.
reading activity 7.3?
Fatima, can I, ma'am? Owen Fatima.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, better.
Can I?
Owen Fatima, can I, ma'am?
Yes, Owen Fatima, I am talking to you only, better. You can read.
Okay, ma'am. Activity 7.3. Find out the number of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves in your district, state, and country. Record in table 7.1. Show these areas in an outline map of our state of India.
Okay, what you have to do is you have to find out the number of national park, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves in your district. What is the name of your district?
Gujarat. Bhav-
I- Gujarat district है बेटा?
Bhavnagar. Bhavnagar.
Bhavnagar.
Bhavnagar.
Ah,
Bhavnagar.
correct. Yes. So what you need to do,
Bhavnagar.
then you have to, very good. So record that in table 7.1 and you have to show these areas in an outline of our map. Okay. You will not get the map of Bhavnagar, but we definitely will get the
Okay,
map
ma'am.
of Gujarat. Okay. Let's move on to
Okay, ma'am.
Biosphere Reserve, that is 7.4. Over Fatima, continue reading better.
Okay, ma'am. Biosphere Reserve. Children, along with Professor Ahmad and Madhavji enter the Biosphere Reserve area. Madhavji explains that biosphere reserves are the areas meant of conservation of bio
Diversity.
biodiversity. As you are aware that biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms generally found in area. The biosphere reserves have biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected area in it. The Pachmalhi
Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve.
Biosphere preserves consist of one national park named Satpura
Satpura.
and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Panchmadi.
Pachmadi. Okay. So now Professor Ahmed along with the children and Madhavji have already entered the Biosphere Reserve area. What is Biosphere Reserve area? It is the area where we are protecting or conserving our biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Variety of living organisms. It includes plants and animals also. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. So what are we supposed to do now? As you are aware that biodiversity is the variety of plants and animals. What is biodiversity? There is a definition here. I'm marking it for you. Biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms generally found in an area. It includes microorganisms also. What are microorganisms? The organisms which cannot be seen with naked eye are called microorganisms. We can only see them under a microscope. Yes or no? You have
Yes.
already
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
this in class 7 beta.
Yes.
Okay, what are microorganisms? Organisms,
Organisms which cannot be seen with naked eyes.
naked eyes. It can only be seen under
A
Micro
microscope.
microscope.
microscope. Very good. Okay, that is called microorganism and they are also included in biodiversity. So basically, what is biodiversity? The variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms found in that area is called biodiversity. Okay, the biosphere
Okay, ma'am.
reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. What do biosphere reserve do? They help to protect these plants, animals, and microorganisms of that area. They take care of them so that they do not extinct. You know what is extinct? What is extinct?
No.
डायनासोर एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुके हैं.
Yes. Finished.
What is extinct now?
Finished.
Yes, that is called extinct. Correct. Okay. So we are taking care of these animals, plants, and microorganisms so that they do not go extinct because they are very important for the food chain, right? The
Yes, ma'am.
biosphere
Yes.
reserve. Yes, correct. You know what is food chain, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The biosphere reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas. It also contains other protected areas. Which are they? Let's see. Okay. The Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park named Satpura. It consists of one national park. It is called Satpura National Park, and it has got two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Panchmadi. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay. We still have 15 minutes. See, this is the
Yes.
map of Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve. It has got Bori Sanctuary. Bori Sanctuary. It has the Bori Sanctuary consists of areas like Churna, Dain, and Bori. Then there is a Satpura National Park. Satpura National Park consists of Neemgan, Panchmadi, Panar Pani Gate, Piparia, Panchmadi Sanctuary, and Tawa Reservoir. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
this is
Yes.
the whole area is called the Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve. Okay, it has got these many areas under it. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Read
Okay,
activity
ma'am.
7.4. Who is up for reading right now?
Ma'am, can I read now?
Ma'am, can I read?
What's her name?
Sarani Fatima.
Sarani
Fatima
Fatima.
Travali.
Yes, Fatima Trawari, go ahead. Let's give chance to other students also. Okay, I'll let you read after some time, Fatima. Yes, Fatima Trawari, read.
Activity 7.4. List the factors disturbing the biodiversity of your area. Some of these factors and human activities may disturb the biodiversity unknowingly. List these humans activities. How can this be checked? Discuss in your class and write a brief report in your notebook.
Okay. Can you name some of them? What things do we do that disturbs the biodiversity of our area? Can you list some?
Noise pollution,
Correct. Then,
air
Exchange of
pollution,
animals.
sorry, I did not get you. Can you repeat it?
air
Exchange of
pollution,
animals.
Extinct of animals. Is that a
Yes.
reason that the biodiversity is getting disturbed? It can be one of the reason, but okay, chalo. Then what else? Only noise pollution is affecting the biodiversity?
air pollution.
Very good. Then
uh,
only air pollution? How is water pollution affecting the biodiversity? And how is air pollution affecting the biodiversity?
the smoke from factories and
Yes. And what does it do?
it spread over atmosphere and mm,
And have you heard about acid rain?
Yes.
yes,
So it is caused due to air pollution, yes or no?
yes, yes,
Yes. And ultimately what does acid rain do?
it
How is it how is it going to affect fishes which live in water? How is acid rain going to affect fishes that live in water? We were talking about air pollution and we are ending up in water. Do you see that? How is it going to affect the fishes
yes,
because of air pollution?
Ma'am, can I say how that air pollution district biodiversity?
Yes.
The uh, ecosystem are impacted by air pollution, so particularly sulfur and nitrogen emissions and ground level zones as it affects their ability to function and grow. Then nutrients overload in aquatic ecosystem can cause
Are you
alga.
googling it?
No,
It's
ma'am.
algae, beta. It's algae.
Yeah.
Did you Google it?
No, ma'am.
Are you reading it from some book or something?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anyways. Okay, no problem. It's algae, okay? Do you know what is algae then?
yes.
Okay. Hmm?
It is a kind of aquatic plant.
Very good. It is a kind of aquatic plant. It contains chlorophyll, right? It makes
Yes.
its own
Chlorophyll,
makes
yes,
its own food. So we were discussing about air pollution and how is it going to affect fishes. When you see that because of air pollution, acid rain is caused, right? Now
yes,
acid rain is going to mix in water and it is going to reduce the pH of the water. Now the fishes which live in water cannot tolerate this imbalance. So ultimately they are going to die. So it is affecting the biodiversity, right?
yes,
Yes.
You know what is pH? You know what is pH, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yes, correct. And how is water
yes.
pollution going to affect our biodiversity? What are the causes of water pollution? What do we do that causes water pollution and how is it going to affect our biodiversity? What do we do to cause water pollution? This is the simplest question, beta. You just have to answer it. How do we cause water pollution? What human activities causes water pollution? पानी हम कैसे गंदा करते हैं?
Um, we throw the waste into the rivers.
Very good. We throw the waste into the river. What kind of waste? Industrial waste is also thrown into the river, right? Which contains a lot of chemicals.
Yes,
है ना? That will also change the property of water, and then the animals are not going to tolerate that change, so it will ultimately affect their health, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to flora and fauna. We are just going to read this topic right now because we just have 10 minutes. If I can explain, I will explain you. Who is up for reading right now?
Owen Fatima, can I? Ma'am, I haven't read one time.
Yes, what's your name?
Sarani
I
Fatima, I
do not
haven't
know your
read.
name. You haven't read once? Okay, go ahead. Chalo.
7.5 Flora and
Yeah.
Fauna. As the children walk around the around the Biosphere Reserve, they appreciate the green
They
wealth of the
appreciate the.
forest. They are very happy to see tall teak trees and animals inside the forest. Suddenly, Paheli finds a rabbit and wants to catch it. She starts running after it. Professor Ahmed stops her. He explained that animals are comfortable and happy in their own habitat. We should not disturb them. Madhavji explains that some animals and plants typically belong to a particular area. The plants and animals found in a
Hmm.
particular area are termed flora and fauna respectively of that area.
Okay. Now, what is flora and fauna? What is happening now? Now, Paheli Bujo and Professor Ahmed as well as Madhavji have entered the Biosphere Reserve, and suddenly Paheli finds a rabbit and she wants to catch it. And she starts running after it. So, Professor Ahmed is stopping her to do that. He tells her that animals are comfortable in their own habitat. What if someone catches you and keeps you in the cage? Though they are providing you good water and food, but you are in the cage, right? You are not comfortable there. That's how animals are comfortable in their own habitat. We should not disturb them. All right. And the animals and
yes,
plants that belong to that particular area, animals are called fauna of that area, and plants are called flora of that area. Okay, animals and plants which are found in particular area are termed as flora and fauna of that area. This is the definition you need to learn. I have made you mark two definitions till now. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
take the screenshot of this definition. You are supposed to write this in your homework, okay, in the rough book. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm giving you another definition also. You did you take the screenshot of that?
no,
Yes.
ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay, do it. I'll make you mark other definitions also right now. Please write those
Okay,
definitions in
ma'am.
your rough
Done.
book, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Done.
Got it?
Yes.
Take the screenshot if you're going to forget this. Should I move ahead? Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to write the definition of desertification also.
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yes.
As well as deforestation.
Yes.
Done?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many definitions you are supposed to write till now? One, two, three, four, five, and six. Okay? Including flora and fauna. Six definitions you are supposed to write for homework. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many definitions I have given you for homework? How many definitions did I give you for homework right now? Six definitions in
Six.
total, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, are we done here? Do you have any doubts regarding the chapter?
Yes.
Yes, let me know.